And we are back. What is up, you guys? Your boy Bizman Cam here, and I am back with yet another video for you guys. Today, we just pulled up on location for the job. We're gonna be hitting an express exterior, but mainly deep interior on this GTR. Today's video is just gonna be me kind of going through the steps that I go through on an interior job. Gonna be taking you through the process, showing a little bit of the chemicals I use, etc. So before we begin, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe for your boy if you haven't already. And a quick word from our sponsor. Do you guys need help keeping up with customers, sending estimate or invoices, or collecting payments? Give 𝗤𝗂cie a chance in the description or comment section below. 𝗤𝗂cie can also help you manage your schedule, send automated follow-up emails and texts, as well as provide you with real-time business analytics such as close ratio, sales, and expense tracking so that you can stay organized and be 100% profitable. If that sounds good to you, go check 𝗤𝗂cie out in the description or the comment section of this video. I appreciate 𝗤𝗂cie for sponsoring this video. Now on to the video. This is my boy Luke. We do a lot of little trade-offs all the time. He's tinted multiple of my windows and stuff on multiple of my vehicles. So he hit me up, just got his new GTR. The outside's already been cleaned, so I don't really know if we will touch it, but we're definitely gonna do a little interior, even though that's not really bad at all. But I love the calipers on this. Super dope car. 2016, and it is sick. So yeah, let me show you guys the interior and what it's looking like. It's really not bad at all. There's just some light little things to be vacuumed up, and then we'll kind of get the seats cleaned up, etc. Really not bad. Just a little bit to do maybe in the center console here. A little wipage on the dash, and get the steering wheel and stuff cleaned up. But we're gonna be taking you guys through all the steps, what I do in my process, etc. So if you guys are interested, sit back and let's get it. I'm about to start getting the stuff out, and then we'll kind of start talking about everything that goes into my interior details. First step that I always do when I start on any detail, clear out the car first. So coming in, make sure I take out any like loose debris, anything that may be in the side or cup holders and anything, make sure that that's all taken out. I usually take out all of the mats and stuff to make sure it's completely clear. So we're working with a blank canvas. All the mats are set up over there. Step number 2 is to just take out everything that you'll need for at least the beginning of the detail. So took out the vacuum, took out my towels, some product, got some of my little brushes and stuff sitting here. That way you'll just be ready and you won't have to go back and forth to kind of mitigate wasting time while you're doing your detail. So those are step 1 and 2 of the interior job that I usually do. Step 3, now that everything's here, I'll usually take out my air compressor and start blowing everything out. I'm having a little issue with it right now, so I usually would, but after I use the air compressor to kind of get all the loose debris loose and as much out of the car as I can, take the vacuum and start vacuuming. So that's what I'm about to do. Go ahead and turn on the generator and get everything cleaned up with the vacuum. Alrighty, so now that I am done with the initial vacuum, and I say initial because that's exactly what it is. It's the initial vacuum. Usually what I'll do is at the very end of the detail, I'll go through on another pass, just so that way any loose debris that fell off while I was cleaning or any dust like that can obviously be re-vacuumed. Next step that I usually do, and remember guys, this is my preference on the way that I detail. I usually like to start with the door panels. So I'm gonna go ahead and I got all my stuff and brushes ready for the door panels. I'll do both door panels, and then I kind of work my way inside. As far as door panels go, a couple of tools that I use. It just depends on what the job's gonna be. Got Boy's hairbrush, the leather scrubber, and then I have 2 interior cleaners, 1 APC, and then 1, I think it's 𝗤𝗂cie𝗁𝗤𝗜 in the other bottle. Also, I have some Q-tips and a scrub buddy. Just spray on, directly on, that way I don't get like a lot of overspray. Take the towel, and then first pass, sometimes I'll put a little bit where there's no electronics. Usually hit a first pass like this. And then what I'll usually do after this, take one of my scrubbers like this, spray it on here, and then I'll kind of go through, deeply agitate the leather to get all the stuff that's stuck in the pores out, and then make it cleaner. And then pretty much for the rest of the process, I'll take this brush, and then I'll get in between all the crevices here. And then same thing with the Q-tips, basically. I'll use that for vents, any little other smaller parts like that. Just makes it easier to be able to get through and be able to get all the dirt and stuff off, so. All right, you guys, so now that I'm done with the door panels, next thing I usually do is the seats. Depending on if they're leather or cloth, usually cloth seats I'll always do first just because it takes time to dry, so you want to be able to do them. But even with leather though, I like to start on them first or get them done second basically, so I can go ahead and knock them out the way, and then any residual like sweat, palm stains or whatever, I just wipe down at the very end. So process is very similar for this. I have a leather cleaner. What I do is just give a couple spritz, sometimes onto the seat, but you gotta be kind of careful. Go ahead and spray it onto here a little bit. Go through, use the leather brush to go through and hit the main parts, right? And then for stuff like in between the lines and stuff like that, I'll just take this brush and then go through again and then kind of hit the edges of the leather, just so I can get in between the crevices and stuff as well. Get any dirt that's stuck there. And then wipe it down. And then that's basically the process. There's some stuff, obviously every occasion's different. Sometimes you won't be able to, it won't just be this simple. There's like little guck and stuff, if you guys can see here, that may not come off with just chemical. I may have to take out the steamer and steam it to get that out. So sometimes I'll take that course, but for now, because the leather's not that bad, I'll probably just start with my basic process. And then if I have to go back and turn on the steamer later to get little stuff out like that, I'll go ahead and do it. I apologize for the lighting, guys. It got dark on me, but I have a little head mount on so that way I could kind of at least see from my perspective, and then you guys obviously see what I see. But now that I got the seats done, I usually move to the center. So I got the steamer warming up outside. I'm gonna let that warm up and then kind of start on what I can. But anything that needs to be steamed, like the center console can probably be steamed a little bit, so I'm letting it warm up. Maybe a few like spots that are in here if I can't reach them. I'll take cotton swab, my soft bristle boar's hair brush, and then I will take my interior cleaner. I'll kind of go through, usually left to right. I'll kind of head down the center console and then the cup holders and then the dash. So I'm gonna go ahead and let the steamer warm up. I guess I can show you guys. It's getting dark out here. Oh, yeah, got a little head mount on, so it's gonna be hard to see, but yeah, steamer's warming up. And then I got the generator covered a little bit by my tarp since it was raining. Got the exhaust sticking out. But yeah, I'm gonna wait about 10 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and start on the dash and stuff. And then when that's done, I can use that to finish the rest. Finished most of the dash, steering wheel all cleaned up, the area back there, all the buttons inside, other side, little panel over here, all the center here. And then we basically worked our way down to about here. I had to take out a couple more little tools. I have this little pick because I kind of see that in here that there's some gunk. I don't know if you guys can even tell, but like, yeah, here, like stuck around these areas. And I don't want to put too much water in there, obviously. So in situations like this, like I said, I was warming up the steamer. So now I got the steamer and it's all warmed up. So I'm gonna kind of, now that I've kind of finished up top, I'm gonna finish working my way down here, get to the cup holders down here. Usually after this, what I'll do is I'll hit all the plastic pieces. So anything's like around here, any like little trim areas, the top around there, around the seats, inside of here, you guys can see there's like some spillage and some little staining and stuff. I'll kind of clean that up and then re-vacuum. I'm gonna go ahead and continue on here and get this center console area cleaned up. So a question I get is do I keep my process the same for every vehicle, or is it pretty similar? Every vehicle is going to be different. There's going to be a different level of severity. Sometimes you want to start on seats because they may need to dry if they have a lot of stains, or you may need to start on this because there's a lot to do on it. So it's about learning what process works best for you. Mine does change from time to time. It just depends. For the most part, for each car, I have a good step-by-step process that I kind of stick to. Basically, all that's left is to finish kind of wiping the dash area on that side, and then I'm going to hit the plastic areas real quick, do a follow-up vacuum, and we're almost there. I'm in here, it's raining outside, it's dark. I got another light sitting over here, so we got enough light, at least somewhat. And yeah, man, we're gonna finish this job up. Thankfully, it's gotten cool now that it's late, so I don't mind too much. Now that we're finished up with all the plastic, all the trim around the areas over there, got all the roof cleaned up and everything, and all we gotta do is just re-vacuum the mats real quick, and we should be good to go. Final looks. Got it knocked out. Took a while, but got it done. Yeah, we're good to go.